All right, we're going to turn now to a subject that affects all of us, filing taxes. Whether you lost your job or you're collecting unemployment or you're working from home or if you even started a new business, we all know that the pandemic has changed a lot of things for people this past year, and that is absolutely going to affect how we file our taxes. So we brought back one of our very favorite financial experts to help guide us on what we need to know when we're filing this year. From Ramsey Solutions, please welcome back Chris Hogan. Chris, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, we just posted and talked about all the things that have changed for so many people. What do we need to know this year about filing taxes after the year we've just had?
Well, listen, 2020 was a tough year, and I know we all want to put it behind us, but there are a few things we need to know about the upcoming tax season. Thursday, April 15th, 2021 is the day that you have to have your taxes filed, unless you file the necessary extension. But we also need to be aware that the standard deductions and income brackets have all been adjusted. The income brackets have been adjusted to account for inflation. So you really want to double check and understand where you fall and what you can deduct.
All right. And Chris, a lot of people are working from home this year. They weren't going into the office. So can you talk about the differences when you're filing your taxes between someone who's a self-employed person versus someone who is working from home?
Amy, this is so important because a lot of people were sent home to work. But we need to understand that difference. If you're truly self-employed and you work from home, there are a lot of deductions that you can use for your home office. So you definitely want to talk to your tax professional to understand what you can deduct and the travel expenses. However, if you were sent to work from home, this is totally different. You can't take the deductions of a self-employed person, but you may have had some real expenses, Amy, while you were working from home. What I'm advising people to do is to get a list of those expenses, talk to your employer about potentially being reimbursed for those, but don't do that on your taxes. That would be an issue.
Okay, that is a very important note there. There are also a lot of things that you want to talk about because so many people's circumstances have changed. In fact, you say there are 4 big areas that everyone needs to know about that will affect your taxes. What are they?
Well, the first one is, there are 4 big areas. The first one is stimulus checks. A lot of people receive stimulus checks, and there's always been the question, am I going to have to pay taxes on this or not? So I want to help everyone understand, you don't owe taxes on the stimulus check. It's being treated like a refundable tax credit. So you want to be aware of that and just understand that's not anything that's going to impact your taxes or impact your refund.
All right, what's the next one?
Well, the next one is, as you're looking at it, we had a lot of people dealing with unemployment. I mean, at one point in our country, Amy, we had almost 54 million people unemployed. So they had to take advantage of unemployment benefits. But the thing you need to understand with unemployment benefits is if you didn't have taxes taken out of that, as you got the check, you're going to owe taxes on the unemployment after the fact. So this is something that is taxable. So you want to be aware of how you had it structured, but more importantly, working with the tax professional to understand how much in unemployment benefits did you receive and how much potentially do you owe in taxes if you didn't have them withheld. All
right. The next one is regarding retirement plans.
Yes, the CARES Act. Amy, I tell people all the time, don't take money out of your 401ks or 403bs. But some people did. And if you did this, you need to really be aware that and prepare yourself for the tax bill associated with that. But I want people to remain calm and understand this. You have 3 years to replace that money. A lot of people aren't aware of that. So if you pulled money out of a retirement plan, you actually have 3 years to be able to replace that money. However, you'll need to be able to be aware of the taxes that are due in the upcoming year, but you can also, in that 3-year period, file an amended return to potentially offset the tax bill moving forward.
All right, that is very good to know. And a lot of people doing some side hustling this past year.
Yes, they did. They did side hustles to bring in extra income, and a lot of people did 2, 3, or more of those. However, we need to be aware that income is taxed at your normal tax rate. So you really need to be aware and to do some accounting and understand how much money did I bring in from side gig 1, 2, or 3. You want to be prepared for that and understand you're going to have to pay taxes.
Chris Hogan, thank you so much for your expertise. I could listen to you all day with that voice, but thank you for coming on back to the show. We appreciate it. And you.
Thank you, Amy.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.